Hi guys, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. So my camera lens is very up close because I wanted to do a holiday makeup look tutorial for you guys of a makeup look that I wore to a holiday party a couple of days ago, and it's one of my favorite looks right now, and so I wanted to share that with you. I posted it on my Instagram, so I'll take a photo of that photo and insert it into this video for you guys to see. So the shade that really made the look is this eyeshadow by Milani, and it is called I Heart You. And it's this like rusty, reddish, coppery orange type shade. I don't know how else to explain it, but there's a lot of peach tone to it on the eye. It really applies a bit different than the way that it looks in the pan, but the shade, I'll do a close-up of it. It's so stunning. And so this is the eye look, and then I use a black shadow from my Smashbox double exposure palette, and I'll kind of just recreate the entire makeup look for you guys, exactly the way that I wore it the other night. And so if you guys wanted to wear it for one of your upcoming holiday parties, by all means, it's beautiful, and I think that you can wear it even when it's not a holiday party. You can wear it for any party, really. And the shade, I do apply it wet, and I use like a concealer type brush to apply this shade. And I kept the skin very kind of like fresh faced and natural. So I'll go through every product that I use throughout this tutorial for you guys. And what else can I mention? So we just got home from eating lunch, and I did not wear makeup to lunch for you guys so that I could come back and shoot this tutorial for you, because I didn't want to put makeup on and then come home and take my makeup off only to put it back on again. So I left the house without makeup on, so I'm feeling very bare. So why don't we go ahead and get started with this tutorial. And I want to say thank you to my new subscribers and to everyone who entered my last giveaway, and to everyone that subscribed and left me a comment. You guys are amazing. Stay tuned for my next holiday giveaway, which I'll be doing for the new year. And in that giveaway, I'll be giving away some really cool limited edition makeup items. So you'll want to not miss that. And what else could I say? So Christmas is a few days away, and so I wanted to hurry up and get this tutorial shot for you guys in case you wanted to wear this look for Christmas. So I'm going to start out by applying my Dirty Works Radiance cream, and it's just a cream that kind of helps to make my foundation glow a little bit more. And so I'm just gonna put this on my face, and I did not bring my big mirror traveling with me, so I'm at the devices of like compact mirrors to do this. So my skin is moisturized, and I've just applied the Radiance cream, and I think I'm gonna wait and do the foundation after I apply the eyes, because there is a smoky look to the outer part of the eye, and I don't want it to drop down onto my foundation. So I'm just gonna go right into doing the eye makeup. And so let's go ahead and start with the primer that I'm going to be using. You can use an Urban Decay primer. For this one, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Sheer Primer. This is a great dupe for the Urban Decay. I think it's the original primer, the one with the purple bottle. It's just the basic primer by Urban Decay. And I left that one at home, so that's the one I actually used for the tutorial, or for this eye makeup look the other night. But this e.l.f. Primer is a fantastic dupe, and I think the trick to this look is to, especially if you're wetting eyeshadows, you don't want to have too many layers of eyeshadow makeup on to make it look really amazing. So what's great about this particular primer and the Urban Decay primer is that it's a very thin consistency. It's not like a really thick, cakey primer like some primers can be on the eye, which is great if you're trying to conceal the eye. But because we're using like a metallic shadow, I don't really need to conceal a whole lot, because it's going to be kind of like a smokier type look. And so that's why this primer is really great, because it's just very thin. And so I'm just putting a little bit on my finger, and I'm just going over my eye. Let's get a mirror up here. And I might zoom you guys in really quick. And I forgot to also bring a face mister for the shadow, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I might have to go get some water to dip the brush into. And so I have my travel brush set. I have my travel brush set that I'm using for this, and I have another travel set that I brought too. You guys, I'm kind of crazy. So I brought one of my favorite travel sets. I'll be doing a blog post on this for you guys soon, so stay tuned for that. So I'm just using this shadow brush, but it's really like a concealer brush. My dog is walking on her bed right now. Mimi, come here, baby. Come here. Okay, let's zoom you in. So I found some water for this look, and I've just dipped my brush into the water, and I'm going to just make sure that that is not completely saturated, but just a little bit damp. And so I'm kind of wiping off some of the excess water. So now I'm just taking the Milani shade and I'm going in with my wet brush, and I'm just gonna start packing that onto my eye. Oh, it's so pretty. It's like this rusty reddish pink, but on the eye it looks corally pink, or corally peach, I should say. It is so pretty, and you can get this look really metallic if you want to. I feel like I don't have enough hands. Okay, so I'm just packing this on. I'm trying to make this quick so that I don't lose my light. I'm just covering up the mobile lid. Look at the sheen on the shade. It is so pretty. I can't figure it out, but in photos it looks more peach, like a peachy red. Or like a peachy, yeah, on the eye it definitely looks a lot more peach than it does red. Okay, so we pretty much have this on now, and then I'm gonna add the smoke around it. So I'm calling this like a peachy smoky look. And I'm kind of just winging it out a little bit. Okay, so next I'm going to be taking the black shadow here in my double exposure Smashbox palette, and I'm just going to be doing a cut crease using the slanted brush that came with the palette. This is not my favorite side of the brush, but it works great for cut creases. It's just that the bristles are a little bit too stiff, and so I'm just taking it into the black shade, and let me get my blending brush ready, and I'm just kind of gonna go into my crease and I'm taking the black all the way out into a point and down, and I'll be using it for the liner as well. And now I'm just going to blend that. Actually, I'm going to add a little bit more definition. I'm just gonna blend. So next I'm gonna apply the liner part of this look, and I'm using the Wet n Wild Fergie Photo Focus eyeshadow, and this is the Camouflage Couture palette, and I'm using the green shade that is in the bottom left-hand corner of the quadrant. And I'm just gonna use this for my bottom liner. And I'm just gonna use like a domed kind of smudging brush, and I'm just gonna smudge that into the lower lash line. So it's like kind of like a green metallic. And this shade with the coppery peach is so... Sorry, there was something on my eye. It looked like a little glitter fleck. So I'm just smudging this under the eye. Okay, so the liner part is on, and then I'm going to line the inner rims of my eyes with my Jordana 24-hour liner, or sorry, with the 12-hour Made to Last Jordana liquid eyeliner pencil. This is the shade Charcoal Definition. You could use a black for this too, which would look amazing as well. And I'm just taking that all over the eye and just smudging it in. You don't really have to be too careful with this. I definitely was not very careful when I did it the other night. I kind of just threw it on and then just blended everything like I'm doing now along the waterline. And then I'm just going to smudge all of that in. I pray that that has been focused this whole time. So I'm just kind of making sure that everything is smudged in, right? Just adding a little bit more black into the corner. The black is definitely what gives it the smoke for this look. And I'm just kind of adding a little bit more. I feel like that's the trick to makeup, is just to gradually build up. And I might go back in and fix it after I'm done with my face. So I'm gonna zoom you guys out and continue. Okay, so now I'm just going to continue with the rest of my face makeup. So let's see how this is looking. I clearly have not done anything to my hair, so let's just make sure that all of the fall down is kind of just removed. There really isn't too much. Okay, so now, I applied the Radiance cream. Next, I'm gonna apply my Rimmel Match Perfection in the shade 240 Soft Beige. So this is going to be my foundation, and I'm just going to buff that in with my BH Cosmetics 113 Really Dirty brush. So let's get my trusty mirror here, and I'm just going to kind of just dot this all over my face. I've been busy all day, finished up some Christmas shopping today, and so after this video I'll be wrapping, and then after that we're gonna go see Star Wars. So I'm gonna see Star Wars with my festive makeup on. And so I just flipped my hair into my face. So, oh my god, I love the way that this foundation smells. It smells so good. It's like a light, like sweet scent. So I'm just quickly puffing this in. Okay, so the foundation is on. Next, I'm going to apply my concealer using my favorite concealer, which is the L'Oreal Visible Lift Blur concealer, and it is in the shade 301 Fair. This stuff is amazing. And I'm just gonna take, it says this is an eyeshadow brush, but it's not, it's a concealer brush. So I'm taking this onto the concealer brush like this, and I'm just gonna run this underneath my eyes. The great thing about doing your eyes first is that you don't have to risk fall down from your eyeshadow ruining your foundation, which has happened to me so many times in my life I cannot even tell you. Now I'm going to set my under eyes with my Milani face powder. You guys, I have been absolutely loving this face powder. It's got like, it's like a cream colored powder. It comes with a little like sponge sort of thing, but it's this like cream colored powder that has like a little bit of a yellowy undertone to it, and it just is the most perfect under eye setting powder, and it's in the shade 02 Light Medium. It's called the Multitasker Face Powder. It is so pigmented, like one tap in the brush and like you're good. It's so good. I've been using that like just if I'm in a rush and don't have the time to pull out like my palette. It's just so smooth and so soft. And so is this brush. Oh my gosh, this is heaven, this brush. This came with my travel set. This is a powder brush and it is like silk. I don't think I've ever felt a brush this soft. But this under eye powder is like silk under the eyes. Feels so nice. And I'm just kind of powdering chin area. Okay, let's make sure we are still loading. Yes, okay. So you guys, I've been absolutely obsessed with this Sonia Kashuk. This is the shade 42 Rich Bronze, and I've been absolutely obsessed with this bronzer, you guys. It is perfect for traveling, number one. But number two, it just is the absolute most beautiful texture and shade. I think this might be the darkest shade in the range of these, and I would say that this is a good dupe for the Chanel Soleil bronzer, the cream Chanel bronzer. It comes with a little like spongy thing on the inside here and a mirror, which is nice. And what I love about these cream bronzers is that they just blend in like perfect synergy with your foundation. It requires almost little to no blending. I mean, it's like 2 little swipes and you're blended. But with powder bronzers, like it sometimes takes several, you know, blends to get it really fully blended out to look like really natural. But this is just so fast and so simple, and the color is beautiful. So I'm just going to put some of that on using my Wet n Wild's, I don't know what brush this is called, but it's like the flat top foundation brush, I think. I also like to use a stipple brush with this cream product too. But it's like, I feel like it's a perfect shade between warm and cool. It's not too cool and it's not too warm either. I love my Anastasia cream set, but this is really nice for travel. And like if I'm in a hurry, I've just been using this because I find that with my Anastasia one, I'll like start mixing shades together and then it just takes me a little bit longer to kind of like get the look together, but this is just really fast and simple. Like if I'm in a rush, this has been what I've been reaching for. Look at that color, it's so pretty. So now I'm just gonna add some cheek color using my Wet n Wild Fergie blush, and this is in the shade Brush with Destiny. And if you don't have this particular blush, you could just use any sort of like light peachy pink color. And I'm just gonna sweep this over my face. I kind of like to take blush everywhere. I go a little crazy with blush, you guys. Oh, my camera shut off. Okay, so just getting my nose highlighted there. I just don't stop, do I? Just keep on going. Actually, I want to put some of the highlighter on my brow bone. Like with a finger. I'm just using a pinky finger. To go right there. And I need to do my inner eye area too. So I'm just taking this brush here because I'm running out of my brushes. It's not the brush that I would normally use for this, and I'm just going to highlight my inner eye area with that same highlighter. So I ran out of my Pacifica mascara and I haven't had the time to go and replace it, so I've just been using my Essence Get Big Lashes. It's the Volume Boost mascara, and this is pretty good mascara. It's definitely not as good as my Pacifica mascara, and the wand is definitely a little bit too large for my particular eye shape. It's a little bit too big, and I feel like the bristles are a little too far apart for my eyelashes, so it doesn't volumize as good as I would like it to, but I do think it's a good mascara. I just don't think it's as volumizing as I think that they intended for it to be. And I'm just gonna take that along the bottom lashes. Like, what is up with this eye right here? This eye is definitely not looking as good as this guy. Like, it feels like the black shadow right there is like creasing. Or like just very, it looks very streaky. So I might try and fix that. And I got mascara on my bottom lashes. What's new? Let's blend that. So I'm just gonna blend that mascara error into my eye. There we go. And let's see if we can fix this. See that right there? It just looks weird. Okay, that's a little bit better. It definitely kind of looks as if, like, just kind of streaky. Just trying to get the black a little bit even. I feel like it's up too high, so I'm just going down like that. I feel like it's up too high on this side, so I'm just gonna wipe it off a little bit and redo it. This sort of thing happens, you guys. we just kind of roll with it. Such is life. Life is never perfect. And how boring would it be if it were? Okay, so let's see. There's that. And then for lips, so this is so funny. I was just experimenting with this eye color and like a lip shade. So I have this like, it's almost like a hot pink e.l.f. lip color. This came in that like big collection that e.l.f. did of like all of his lipsticks. There were like 10 or 15 lipsticks or something like that. But it's like a pink shade and there's no name for it, but it's number 75141-5, and then there's another number 4H01AL. And so you'll see it's like a pink. It definitely doesn't look like it would go with this eye shade at all. I know this looks so crazy. Like the eye color with this lipstick looks so crazy. So, okay. So, and then I added this lip plumper. This is the NYX lip plumper in the shade 08 PIU. No. It's in the shade Lisa. And it's like a peachy sort of lip plumper. And it has more of like a mentholy taste. Did I get lipstick all around the outside of my lip or what? So you guys, this is the lip color that I wore, and over time it like turned into a peach sort of shade. It didn't stay the same color, but throughout the night it just got more peachier looking, and I really enjoyed it with this eye look. So it looks a little strange right now, but trust me, it like really looked amazing. And so now I'm just gonna add another coat of mascara. Let's try and tone down some of this pink. Maybe I'll add a different lip color to the top of it. I'm gonna go ahead and add this NYX shade. This is in the shade, this is a butter lipstick, and this is in the shade Root Beer Float. And I'm just gonna add this to it. Just trying to tone down the coolness of this shade. Not that I don't like it, it just, I don't think it's appropriate for this eye shadow. Maybe that's a little bit better? Who knows? Normally I like if I do like loud kind of eye looks, I don't get crazy with my brows because it's a little too much. But that night I did do my brows and I did fill them in just a little bit to give them some shape. But like if I were to wear this look right now, I would leave my brows, but I kind of want to show you how it looked with the brows since I still have a little bit of light. So I'm just gonna take my Tweezer Man brow powder and start filling them in. What are you doing over there? Okay, you guys, so this is pretty much the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys decide to try and recreate this look, please let me know. I would love to hear how it turns out. I'm not sure if this Milani shadow, I'm not sure if this is still out or what the deal is on this, but I'm trying to think of if I know of any shades that are similar to it that you could use instead of this one. There are a ton of them out there, you guys. It doesn't even have to be like metallic if you don't want it to. It could be just a peach shade. But I really like, I think for a holiday party, I think metallic is great. So yeah, so I would love to hear if you guys tried to recreate this look, and I would love to see photos if you do too. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to my current subscribers for your amazing support. I love you guys, and again, I wish you a very, very, very Merry Christmas with your friends and family. And if you guys don't hear from me before Christmas, it's most likely that I will post a review video next week. So, because I am traveling, it's just a little bit difficult to kind of shoot and edit while I'm traveling. So I'm doing my best to get this edited tonight after the movie and then post it tomorrow. And tomorrow is Wednesday before Christmas. So hopefully that will give you some time if you wanted to put this look together for the holidays, or you can wear it for New Year's. But yeah, I hope you guys like it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!